Hello, and welcome back to Tarot in the Park. My name is Louise, and I'll be doing a tarot reading for you today. Did I say Tarot in the Park? I meant to say 7th Crown Tarot. I just recently changed my name, so I'm making some mistakes with the name lately. So before we start, I'm gonna call in our protective ancestors, all benevolent spirits, guides, archangels, Archangel Michael specifically, to protect this reading from any outside forces. And during this time, only receiving messages regarding my collective's highest and most abundant timeline. Thank you, universe. So I wanted to start out this reading with a little message so that you know that it's for you. And if it isn't, then obviously, it's not for you, it isn't for you. So this reading is going to be for somebody who 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and 6 of Cups. This is somebody who feels like they're in the middle of making a decision on which direction to go in regarding their career specifically, I'm feeling. This is a very important decision, obviously, which is why you're having a hard time choosing. Do you invest in one thing? Or do you invest in the other? This all comes down to how each one makes you feel. One of them makes you feel like you're constantly investing and getting nothing in return. This is a problem, and you know it's a problem, and that's why you're so kind of like iffy about it. You're weighing the scales on if this is an opportunity or if it's a lesson. I get the strong feeling that the first thing is a lesson because it's making you feel iffy about it. And if you've ever been iffy about anything, me specifically, it's relationships. Where I've been iffy about them, and then later on it comes out, like I find out that it's like something that I was iffy about didn't turn out to be something for me. Meanwhile, the second thing makes you extremely happy. You don't really expect anything in return from it. And you're kind of doubtful of like if it will give you a return. But it will. Right now is a period of instability. You got 2 6s. 6s come right after 7s, or come right after 5s. 5s are, oh, actually, I don't know why I'm thinking of the 5s. The 5s are a period of instability. 4s are stability. So 4, 5, 6. It's like take one step at a time. 6s are harmony. It's like when things are starting to really balance out and even out for you. Hearing even keel. And that makes me think of that duo. Something Key and Peele for some reason. So maybe right now is a time where you need to be just enjoying yourself and laughing at your mistakes and doing things that make you feel not so heavy about this decision. So just enjoy this new decision and stop investing in this last thing that's making you feel kind of iffy. Because it's actually stopping your momentum. It's stopping your ships from coming in. And the ships in the 2 of Pentacles are tilting towards this 6 of Cups. So And he's also looking towards the Six of Cups. So this is a message of like, this is where your ships are coming from. And I think you've already started seeing signs of ships coming in from this, from the Six of Cups. Three of Cups. What else, Spirit? This is an abundant place that you're going to be going to with the Six of Cups. There's a lot of celebration, a lot of emotional enjoyment, and there's going to be some learning that has to happen in the beginning. And unfortunately, there's going to be death, right? It's like you have to go through this uncertain time in the beginning in order to find yourself on brand new land. In the background of death, we see the same scene as like the Moon card. And again, it's the Moon card is like, I think of Cancer. And Cancer is a very like nurturing sign. And if you think of a person, if you know someone who's a Cancer, it's like this is somebody who at their core, when they're in their light side of it, they're very nurturing, they're very motherly almost. So maybe you'll be stepping into like this mother archetype. Things seem very abundant for you right now, and that's why you're being told to invest something now that seems like your wildest dream, and also seems like something that at any other time wouldn't have succeeded. But because you're in this abundant time right now, it's like it just comes in for you easily. Four of Wands as I say that, and Ace of Swords. So Four of Wands happens right after death. This death that you experience with this letting go of this past opportunity brings in this really celebratory period of your life. It brings in a lot of new ideas, a lot of creative new ideas that make you tune in and tap in to your childhood self. And maybe you're looking really naive because you're choosing this thing, but Spirit's saying not to worry about it. Because there's a lot of luck. The luck is on the Fool's side. Fortune favors the bold, right? And I'm getting that here. Fortune definitely favors the bold. You've got the Knight of Swords. Give me a moment to think about what this might mean. Focus on what it is that you want to create. Because I get that this Knight of Swords is a different energy, and that's why I kind of got stuck up on it for a moment, because it didn't feel like your energy. See this outside energy from a different perspective. You got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man sees things from a different perspective, and to me, the Hanged Man feels like he's just about to almost like he's like about to take the next opportunity that comes to him, because he's got a slip knot. He's got himself tied to a tree by a slip knot, but he tied that himself because he's got both hands free. What else do you advise this person doing? Look at the bright side of things. 10 of Pentacles. It's either currently you're experiencing a lot of abundance, or it's going to be coming in real soon. And you're going to start seeing very obvious signs that abundance is here to stay. This is something very stable. and something that you can count on for the rest of your days. So this feels like a destiny to me. Oh, it's so hot out here. It is very sweaty in this this little hut here. It's like probably plus 30 in here. I hope you're not very hot right now, cause like, oh my gosh, or you got some AC or something. The Hermit. You're at the very end of a very long, arduous journey. And the Hermit is actually looking over at the Ten of Pentacles, at this view, this beautiful view that he's earned. And he knows that he's earned it. The Hermit has a long beard. He's learned a lot of things along the way, and that's part of his abundance. That's the part of his abundance that nobody can take away. And I want to mention Donald Trump, and people like him, where a lot of people say once you've created abundance for yourself, there's it's easy to replicate. And I'm getting this idea of that because it feels like you've reached this point where universe wants to assure you that you could never be poor again, because you understand what true abundance is and how to receive it, how to get it. You are abundance now. You embody that. You embody true abundance. Something people could only wish for now. Are there any things they need to look out for right now? Is there anything that my collective needs to look out for right now? Be very giving with people. I feel like you're stepping into this time period where you're going to talk to people about how you received this abundance. Like in the past reading I don't know if it was the one that I posted on YouTube, but in one of my past readings, I was getting that you're now this like teacher. You're stepping into like a teacher role. When you think about a mom, she's there to like guide, but a healthy mother doesn't step in the way of her kids making mistakes. Depending on what it is, of course. If the kid is like obviously in grave danger, then mom does step in, but otherwise they let them trip and fall. They let them learn on their own accord so they can see that they can get up on their own and they don't need mom's help all the time. You could be a mom, you could be a parent, or you could have kids around you right now. You could be a really great role model to people around you and you don't even know it as well, if none of those apply. And look at that, we got the moon. And this is... See these towers here, they're in this death card. So, again, you got that Cancer energy. The moon could also be like people, opposition that is kind of like secretly plotting against you. Beside the Nine of Cups, don't be too prideful, and because what you start to do is when you boast about what you have and how much you have, you go from being inspiring to looking arrogant. Here, I have to stand up. My foot fell asleep. Here, just give me a moment to shake it off. Okay, so I'm back. I know that was just a split second for you guys, but it took a little while for my foot to defreeze. So I'm thinking also that you could be recovering from something And there's this moment of like almost defensiveness after a period of like struggle for this long period of time with the Nine of Cups and the Hermit. The universe doesn't want you to be so defensive. They want you to act in Fool energy instead, which is joyful and excited and experimental. He's going on an adventure. And if you watch Minnow Pond, I forget what his name is, but he was explaining this card as his like Indiana Jones card, the Five of Wands. So this is really talking about like going on an adventure. This is a whole new adventure for you. So what about relationships? How is my collective doing with relationships? Just thought I'd add that on for you guys, because I don't know, I'm experimenting too, you know, this stuff applies to me too, and I don't want to get like complacent. I don't want to just do the same thing again and again, because who knows what will hit, right? So take a lot of different chances right now. Knight of Cups. He's going towards like a princess in a castle with this offer, this emotional offer. Maybe he's going towards a community. The Knight of Cups is like an action card. So it's good to see that there's, in your relationships, you are going to be going towards a community here. Someone very loyal, the Five of Pentacles, that will see you through hard times and genuinely be there for you, no matter what. So this looks really good. Who is this person or group of people? This looks like one person in specific. Could be a divine masculine, divine feminine, Two of Cups here. This is a divinely protected union. Maybe you already have this and you guys are currently going through tough times. But whatever the case, it's like there's a lot of devotion here, and at the very end of it, the Hierophant, there's possibly marriage or some sort of higher commitment that happens. You could be, you know, going to court. I don't know how people do that thing where they just like go and sign a piece of paper that says they're married. Whatever that is, you could be doing that. Or if that doesn't apply, because this is collective, this could also be you finding a community of people that really appreciate what it is that you have to offer, what you have to say, your advice. Anything else? The Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something that no longer serves you. So in this new chapter that you're going to be going into, you're also going to be getting a lot of community, and perhaps making this kind of action towards this opportunity is exactly what brings in this divine connection. I want to draw some of the paper cards that I've created. Because why not? Okay. Angels, spirits, and guides, what is it that you have to tell my collective? Teach. Again. See, it's like you're turning into this teacher for people. And you've got this green light to get out of a cage that you feel like you're in. And this is just an illusion that you're in this cage. And I put it down upside down, by the way. So you're freeing yourself from a cage by teaching others what it is that you know. Meat and potatoes. You know so much about a topic now that you can explain it in layman's terms. When I think of meat and potatoes, I think of like getting the gist of a topic. You know what's important about a topic because you know what's unimportant about a topic because you've gathered so much information. And it really helps to feed people, perhaps their soul. Maybe you're going to be helping people explode out of their cages. You're going to be teaching how to free people's minds, how to free people's souls from entrapment. Blow. I get a balloon with this one, but I also got like a bomb at first. Maybe something seems a lot more intimidating than it is. You're self-sabotaging yourself right now because when I was looking at this from before, when I was trying to pick it up from my cards, initially I read team and sabotage. Okay, it's mirrored in the camera, so you can see that it says meat and potatoes. But I saw team and sabotage. So be careful not to sabotage this thing that you're creating right now. Focus on the actions rather than your thoughts, because you've been stuck in your thoughts for a very long time, hence the Hermit coming up earlier. Don't be so focused on the things that make you sad. Instead, focus on the things that make you feel free. And maybe this will require a change of scenery. For me, for instance, today I was not feeling the best being inside, and I knew I had to do something outside. So I went outside and I did a tarot reading. And even though I was feeling like really not motivated, I was just feeling tired and not up to it today. So maybe you're not feeling up to continuing on with this thing that you're working on right now. And I'm here to tell you, maybe the universe is telling you through me, that you should go work on it. Do a tiny thing today that, not even a tiny thing, trick yourself into doing something that is pretty big. You know, don't do too much. Obviously, don't overexert yourself. But try to balance. So do something for you, and then tell yourself, like what I did with my makeup, I'm gonna do my makeup, and then when I'm done doing that for myself, then I'm gonna do something to honor Spirit's request. So then you're filling your cup, and you're filling Universe's cup, because you have to balance. This is an equal give and take. And now we're getting the color red. Red, green, and blue. So throat chakra, heart chakra, and sacral chakra. There could be something to do with your sacral chakra right now. Maybe you're not feeling safe where you are. Maybe you have a lot of fight or flight responses happening. So if that's the case, try to look into your trauma. Maybe you're being really triggered right now. Time isn't real. So this transition period is really difficult for you. I can tell. Because I got like a really, like just there I sighed, and that's the feeling that I'm feeling right now. It's like, when will this transition period be done, and when will everything feel solid again? It will. it'll feel solid soon. You just have to keep doing these small steps. And we got escape and waypoint. You're about to hit like a checkpoint on your journey. Maybe you just did. I think you just did. You just hit a checkpoint on your journey and you're struggling to congratulate yourself on that. Spend more time congratulating yourself, but in a way that's balanced and not... Maybe you're like me where like when you congratulate yourself, sometimes you'll like overspend and like buy things that you shouldn't just because you're trying to make yourself feel better and happy. And maybe right now you don't have the funds to do that sort of thing. Doesn't mean you won't, but you have to be very balanced with your approach to things. And you have to balance your checkbook, you know, human stuff. Because it's also a respect for money. A respect for money and respect for your journey, and allowing things to be where they are. You can't get too ahead of yourself. So there's something there. Angels, spirits, and guides, could you tell me what that was? So in order to have your cup overflowing, at first you need to be making sure that you're filling it enough so that it's not constantly empty. It's like making small investments. If you've ever read money investment books, there's like this piece of advice that I read in, I think, Tony Robbins' book, where it was like, yeah, give yourself like at least 10% every paycheck or anytime money comes in. It's the same thing with energy. Giving yourself back that energy. Every single time you receive energy, give a little bit back to yourself. And this opportunity is not one that you should be like... You might have a tendency to like overdo it with like, when you get something in, you immediately want to spend it. That was the old you. Okay? So, in this new chapter, we're investing. 10 of Cups. In our new beginning. And we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to overspend when we get something in. We're going to set aside a part of it for ourselves, a part of it for our future. And this is all because we're human, right? We have to be practical. Part of spirituality, the part that I really don't like when people are in the beginning of it, which, I mean, I was in this too, is this idea that you have to detach from reality completely. Because, oh, you're spiritual now. And that's not right. Another thing I want to say also, regarding that, is like overdoing it with tarot readings. I find even I fell into this in the beginning, where I would watch too many tarot readings, and then I would be confused as to what I need to do. Because there were so many people giving advice. And if that's happening to you right now, this could be a message for just someone specific. Please detach from tarot and wait until the moment that your intuition kicks back in, because that's a detachment from intuition. And when you detach from your intuition and from your own ability to make decisions regarding these kinds of videos, all sorts of things have free reign over you. And ultimately, you're the one living life, not the spirits that are talking to you. You need to be the one that makes the decisions. Sorry, that was a little rant. I don't think I've done that rant here yet. I want people to be okay, and I think that it's worth repeating. It's worth repeating. And a nice cold breeze just came in. A lot of fresh air. So you could be a breath of fresh air. We got a lot of aces here in your reading. So we got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords somewhere over here. You got 3 aces. That means you have a lot of opportunity coming in here. Yeah, like I said, this is a really lucky time period for you. It's an open window, an open door to the spiritual plane. You have a lot of spirits right now that are trying to push opportunities onto you. Maybe God is directly trying to give you opportunities for all the sacrifices you've made in the past, all the darkness that you've traveled through, and all the endings that you've created in your life and the new beginnings. And now is the time to step outside of your comfort zone. Judgment. Judgment is also, I was going to say a Libra card, but that's Justice. So you could be a Libra, because I felt called to say that. There's something about bearing it all. 3 of Wands. Making the decision to bear it all, regardless of what people think of you for that. Allowing people to misunderstand you, to judge you if they want, but obviously paying no mind to that, and that's easier said than done. But it's something that you can handle because you've gone this far with so many people trying to take away your abundance every single time you've tried to share it with them. But you've shared it with the wrong people. Blood, sweat, and tears have gone into creating this. You created this time period where you're now lucky. That is what universe wants to tell you. And that is very cool. That is such a cool message. You created this for yourself. You created the door. You carved it out of wood, out of a solid piece of wood, each door, and you decorated each one. And now it is this magnificent thing that you can go through at any time. Ooh. That is very cool. And you've created like a barbed wire fence that's like electrified with like the highest vibration that nobody can get through unless they are of an equal vibration and they know that they can bring equal to you in one way or another. Ooh. Very cool. Okay, I gotta keep going with this. This is very neat. Angel, spirits, and guides, anything else for my collective? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. The Lovers. Yeah, with this new beginning here, only time will tell. I can't really show you everything. There are angels on both of these cards. So just like keep committing to whatever it is that you're committing to. And what's the time period on this escape? When can my collective expect to see this happen? 3 of Wands. Ooh, again, we got 3-3. So we got a master number. I think this could be 3 months. 3 months from when you're seeing this reading, because this is a timeless reading. 3 months after you make the decision, specifically. So maybe you've already made the decision. Count 3 months after that. That's when you'll be seeing all of these changes starting to happen. And that's exciting for me because I made the decision to start this tarot channel like a month and a half ago. So we'll see what happens. What else could I ask? I don't know what else I could ask. Are there any messages? Okay. So I was gonna pick up my my paper cards. Someone thinks that you're like, someone has like misconceptions about you. Maybe they think that you're like in a cult now, or like, oh, you've been like, they're like spreading conspiracy theories about you, or you've been like initiated into some cult. But in the back of their head, they're thinking, wow, they're so smart. But this person is a hater, and they're just here hating on you because, yeah, that's funny. That's really funny. Aside from that, is there anything good we need to hear? Share. During this time, spend a lot of time, share your abundance when it comes in, but with the right people, and make sure people prove themselves. Because you'll have a lot of people coming in wanting to receive from you. And specifically, I'm also hearing that there will be like a group of people, and this is very common, so I see why this is coming in. There will be a group of people that they prayed for your demise, they made fun of you behind the scenes, maybe even to your face. And once all of this starts coming in, they're going to change their personality. And they're going to put on a mask and pretend that they're on your side, that they're proud of you, you know, so on and so forth, to either get something from you, or be in your inner circle to take from you in one way or another. Maybe it's emotionally or whatever. I'm hearing emotionally manipulative. So watch out for emotionally manipulative people. I don't want to leave it there. I want to leave it on a good note. So one last message. Queen of Cups and the Devil. I want to leave it on a good message. You're gonna escape this. That's what I can say. That you're gonna escape this, and it won't be much longer. Like we said, 3 months. And don't let people guilt trip you for having this new abundant future that you're stepping into. Because you've answered the calling, and you're acting on it. And now there's like a fly flying around me. So you're probably having a lot of people stalking you or watching what you're doing and talking shit, and let them, because whatever, right? Yeah, that's all I've got for you, and I hope that you're doing well and that you have a good week or a good few days that I don't post. And until next time, if you liked the way I read, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. All that stuff helps me out. Also, when you watch my ads that play in the background, that helps me too, because that gives me a little bit of change in my pocket, and I appreciate that. So yeah, I appreciate it, and I hope you go and have fun with this new beginning, because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's really going to engage your inner child, and fuck what people think, because you're awesome. Have a good day. Bye.